I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hey, this is Scott from the Learned Doctors and Made from Meteors, and you are watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday, April 25th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry, and that gentleman, Scott, from the Learned Doctors, will be live tonight at Bentstown if you're looking for something fun to do this evening. Good morning to my mama Cone. Happy Friday. Oh, have a great weekend. Yes, I have never looked so forward to a Friday in my life. Tara as well. Good morning to you, my friend. Have an amazing weekend. Yes, it is well-deserved this week, I am sure. We had a great evening last night for Ship's lip sync competition. Sold out, number one, which is phenomenal because right there, money is raised for young people who are homeless. And it was unbelievable, the organizations that stepped up last night and participated in the lip sync battle. There were 9 teams from 9 local businesses and organizations, some leadership Frederick County groups, Key City Rotary, of course, WLR. I just have to say something about them. First of all, WLR Automotive owns the Auto Spa, Lube Center, and Auto Repair, I think, are the 3 organizations or 3 companies that are under WLR. Anyway, they are very involved in the community and they do so many great things. I saw them at Toys for Tots. They volunteered their time to help sort toys. Well, they had a team at the lip sync battle yesterday. So cute. Of course, they did the song Car Wash, and they had, I'm assuming, one of the employees or who were participating kids in a remote control car going through the car wash. It was very cute. Okay, so that's not even the half of it. So People's Choice is based on votes that are purchased, right? So you can literally buy your way to the People's Choice Award. Well, there were 3 organizations or 3 teams that came ready to play, and WLR came out on top with over $3,000 that was donated in order to buy their People's Choice vote. Close second, our off-key City Rotary team. I think we had $2,500. And a very, very close third was last year's champion for the lip sync battle, Business Besties, made up of Tina Harper from Dream Free Art and Crystal Palmer from Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory. At first they were way out in front. So we were, as the MC, I know I wasn't supposed to be partial, but my Key City Rotary, we riled people up to make donations, and then WLR just came out swinging for sure. They were not going down. So they are the People's Choice Award, and the grand prize winner of lip sync battle last night was Third Degree, a bunch of City of Frederick employees who got together and were just phenomenal. So fun, great event. Judges were phenomenal. We had the new president of Hood College, Debbie Ricker. We had Eric Rhodes, the principal of Lincoln Elementary, and our own chief of police, Jason Lando, rounded out the judges, who were phenomenal as well. It was a great time. So I'm telling you, mark your calendar next year. Make sure when I say it's time for the lip sync battle, you get your tickets. Plus, I get a huge shout out to the food, Boxcar Burgers. did amazing on the food, and the team at Attaboy were hustling with the drinks at the bar. It was really, really a lot of fun. I want to say good morning, Gary Morton. Thank you for checking in on this Friday. All right, let's talk about what is happening on the show today. We've got our morning roundup with Chris Michaels from WFMD. I'm going to go over some of the events going on this weekend and coming into the next couple of weeks because you don't want to miss anything. And then we're going to be live with two players from our Frederick Flying Cows, number 5 guard Denmark Slay and number 15 center Quantel Denson. We're going to chat with them. These are both new players for this year. First of all, Denmark Slay, I mean, I'm wondering, is that like your stage name? If that is your given name, you were made to do great things, I think, my friend, for sure. Anyway, we're going to chat with them. So if you have any questions you want me to ask the Flying Cows, please put it in the comments, and I will get to that as we move forward throughout the show. All right, this is the last weekend for you to, in person, go purchase Good Morning Frederick merchandise to help a mother's rest. They provide respite for parents and caregivers who have someone that they're taking care of, and it's a full-time 24 hours 7-day-a-week job. This gives them a chance to recharge and refresh by staying at a beautiful inn in Newmarket, and for really practically nothing. I think we found out it was like $90 for the whole weekend. So phenomenal opportunity, and we would love to help them out. And because obviously it doesn't only cost $90 for a weekend for someone to stay there. So they are, constantly looking to raise funds so that they can keep those prices low for the caregivers who typically don't go on vacation or anything like that. Oh, look at this. Good morning to our own real estate goddess, Shannon Flannery, is checking in today. It has been a very busy real estate month for her, thankfully. And we are hoping to close on the home that she helped us find very soon. So anyway, all right. So get into the home of everything, Frederick, at 401 North Market Street sometime this weekend, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., open today through Sunday. And pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, your $25 t-shirt. $25 goes to a mother's rest. You can drop $5 or $10. Let me just tell you, we've got stickers and magnets and chapsticks and pins that are only a couple dollars each. So get ready for that too. All right, let's go ahead. I'm hoping I've stalled enough that once we play the open, we'll have Chris Michaels on, but we'll see how we're going with that. Let's get this Friday going. Can't do this show without our show sponsor, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. Open daily, noon to 9 p.m. You can also grab a hot pretzel or iced coffee while you're there. And if you can't get to Rita's, they can always come to you. Order on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. There's no reason not to have Rita's, 538 West South Street. Well, I did it, and he is here. Let's find out what's happening in Frederick with the Morning Roundup. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Well, look.
Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
I was gonna
Peekaboo.
say I stalled enough to get you here and
Actually,
on time.
I was on at 9:04. I hopped on something like that.
Uh-huh.
So I figured I would surprise you today and come on a little bit early. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Frederick. Good morning, Mama Cohen, Tara, Gary, and Shannon. Yeah, I hope
Yes,
everybody's
yes,
having a wonderful Friday.
absolutely. How are you today?
Well, I got to tell you, me and Bob have gone to, believe it or not, even though we've been together for almost 2 years, we've gone back to that honeymoon stage between the two of us because we're back in the studio for the first time, and it's almost like when two people maybe they're dating online, okay, for a couple of years, and they finally move in together, and they find out each other's faults. Well, I have found that with Bob Miller. I have found out his faults in our 2 year relationship, which has been mostly online. Is this sounding kind of weird now? Maybe. Anyway, but I have found Bob Miller's faults. You want to know what that is, Danny?
Yes, I'd love to know.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you can see this picture. Bob Miller on in our studio for some reason has to have 4 drinks next to him, Danny. And let me see if you can see this picture here. And it might not be clear,
You
but
could
can you see it
send it.
there?
Oh yeah, yeah, I see that.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Why do you need 4 drinks? Okay. He's got a cup of coffee. Next to the cup of coffee, he has an energy drink. Sounds kind of anticlimactic to me. And then a Diet Coke. And I don't know what this yellow stuff is here. I don't know if it's a lemonade or something. But I
Uh-huh.
mean, with all 4 of those caffeine drinks, why he's going every 5 minutes, I have no clue. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We just need a therapist, me and Bob
I
both.
love it.
So
I love it though because it is so funny how, you've been a little spoiled the past couple of years to have the space to yourself. And you usually will say, you're lonely in there. You love when people come in to visit. And now that he's in the space, you're already starting to find the pet peeves. He did talk about on the show here how he had 4 drinks every day. And yeah, now you're
yeah,
living it.
and but it's mind-boggling to me. With 4 drinks, he's not going to the bathroom every 5 minutes. You think he'd have to take a pee break, between every commercial, but he doesn't have to do that. I don't know how but yeah, there's 4 things in liquid, and the thing is, he'll sip it. He'll sip all of it. He'll sip
Uh,
here, sip there, sip there. But anyway, look, I'm sure there's probably things that annoy Bob Miller about me. Highly doubt it
I'm
because my
sure
wife
there
will.
are. I'm going to ask him now so that we can
Well,
air the laundry.
listen, he might make stuff up because, as my wife will tell you, living with me for 21 years, I'm a saint and I'm perfect to live
Oh
with.
yeah.
So just anything that Bob says, I'm just throwing this out there. He might be making up, but I love Bob, and I'm glad he is back. So there you go. I'm starting off.
Uh,
Danny, you are my venting person. I'm starting off the
I
morning just
know.
venting to you, so I appreciate that.
That's right.
So real quickly, I want to read something to you read today. The dirtiest cities in America. It doesn't include New York, believe it or not. And there is a reason why I'm reading this to you. So I'm going to do the top 5 real quick. Okay. Memphis, number 5, LA, number 4, number 3, Charlotte, number 2, Sacramento, and the number 1 dirtiest city in the country, Danny, is Baltimore, Maryland.
Ah, yeah.
So,
Not good. That's not a good list to be a part of at all.
no, but it's mind-boggling to me. As big as New York is, Baltimore is dirtier than New York, and of course, New York has bigger subway system, and still, yet Baltimore is considered dirtier than New York. Something's got to be, and it's true. Look, all joking aside, when I go into Baltimore, I look on the ground, I see all these fast food, this garbage on the ground, Chick-fil-A fries and McDonald's and all this stuff, and just wrappers thrown on the floor. We got to do better. All this money
Yeah.
there's all this money in taxes. You think they'd have somebody out there to clean up the streets a little bit to make it look a little more presentable.
Well, there's a theory. It is called the broken window theory. You can look it up. And I believe Rudy Giuliani did this in New York when he kind of got things straightened out. But the theory is that when there's trash and windows are broken on buildings that are abandoned and things like that, that people don't care. And so they contribute to it. It adds to it. And once things get cleaned up, people have a little bit more respect for things, and they take care of it, and it does cut down on crime and things like that. So it's an interesting theory to look at. I don't these cities, they kind of all have something in common, and that is that they are, run by a government that thinks that more money solves the problems, and that's not the case. And so they need people to step up and care about their communities. I think that's the thing that makes it work.
Well, for now, to start it off, how about taking some of that money and clean the streets up, and then let's see if that theory works. And then maybe Baltimore will stay clean. Look, I'm glad we live in a place like Frederick where, like any downtown area, you'll see some stuff on the ground, but downtown Frederick, for the most part, it's a clean city. So
Well,
we're thankful for that.
a couple things. Number one, we have our ambassadors in downtown Frederick who walk through, and I see them every day picking up trash, cleaning things up, answering questions for people who may be visiting. And secondly, this Saturday actually is our Bring a Broom event in downtown Frederick from 8:30 to 11:30 in the morning. You can sign up to help clean up downtown Frederick, because we do care about what downtown looks like. It's the one place that a majority of visitors from out of town go, and we want to make sure we're putting our best face forward. And I love that we continue to do things like that, and our community continues to stand up. And Gary said they need a Bring a Broom to Work day in Baltimore. I believe
There
that
you go.
too. Yeah.
And Gary, look, Gary, you got to come on the show with Bob and I in the Morning News Express if you if you get a chance. We'd love to have you on, Gary.
Oh, he needs to.
Great.
He needs
Yeah.
to, as he is running for sheriff here in Frederick.
So it's very simple, Gary. You can reach me at chris@wfmd.com. Pretty simple email, remember? Chris@wfmd.com. Hit me up and we'll get you on the show.
I love it.
I feel bad. I'm using Danny's platform here for my own gain. I'm sorry, I'm losing the voice here. I better get to news before my voice is totally gone, which might not be a bad thing. It might be an improvement to the show if my voice is no longer working.
I know, but Gary says, sounds good, Chris. So there you go. You have it here. We hope to hear him on WFMD soon.
Look at that. Danny, the matchmaker, Gary. We got hooked up via Danny. Thank you, Danny. All right, getting into news. A Frederick man faces a long list of drug, firearms, and theft charges following his arrest on Wednesday. Carl Terrence Mobley, 42 Jr., I should say, Carl Terrence Mobley Jr., 42, was taken into custody. And Hagerstown police continue to investigate a fatal pedestrian accident Wednesday afternoon. Authorities say at around 2:40 p.m., officers responded to the 900 block of Potomac Avenue for a report of a pedestrian struck. Albert Scalivia, 55 of Hagerstown, had been standing near his Ford F-150 pickup truck with an attached trailer when he was struck by a Lexus sports utility vehicle. Scalivia was pronounced dead, unfortunately, at the scene. And taking a quick look at weather, it's going to be a nice day today, temperature-wise. Going to be a high of 79, mix of clouds and sun this morning. Going to see showers developing later on this afternoon. 40% chance of rain later on this afternoon into the early evening, where the percentage of rain chance goes up to 80%. Showers continuing overnight, looking at low of 63. And take a look at your weekend forecast. Saturday, again, nice day temperature-wise, 78. Unfortunately, we're going to see some rain showers early with some sunshine later in the day, low of 46 with a few clouds overnight. And Sunday seems to be with 2% chance of rain, which isn't that much of a chance. Then again, with my luck, I say 2% chance of rain, and we'll have a freaking downpour, and everybody will say Chris was wrong again. Don't shoot the messenger, please. 72 looks like sunny skies, low of 45 on Sunday night. So there you go. That is meteorologist, untrained, uneducated meteorologist Chris Michaels with your weather.
You're just the weather reporter. You're not the weather maker. All right. So I think we talked the other day. You don't have anything planned this weekend.
Movies. I have movies planned this weekend. Real quickly, Danny, before I go. I want to tell you. I like to talk about the things we talk about in the Morning News Express. Well, we were talking about that. Apparently, there's a lack of children being born, and Generation Z saying that a lot of them don't want to have kids. So President Trump had an idea saying, you know what, we're going to give $5,000 to women who decide that they want to have kids. Okay. Now, we had a serious discussion on this, and this is why I should run for president. I personally say, I don't think, why would you give $5,000 to women to have kids? I don't want my tax money going to that. Make it simple. Buy them a 12 pack, and bada bing, bada boom, you'll have plenty of kids being born, even ugly ones, because, everybody looks good when you have a 12 pack of beer. Even me, believe it or not. How do you think I got married? Got my wife to say I did. Anyway, that being said, good morning, Frederick, and we will see you Tuesday.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you, we got to find out from Janine if we've sold any other tickets other than to Bob and Linda to our movie night at Warehouse Cinemas on May 14th. I hope we have.
It is going to be a fun time. And, look, it's going to be a great movie, a great cause. Christmas, Cash for Kids, all these kids in Frederick County. It's amazing how many. And I really, what I would like to do, Danny, is if you get a chance, if you go under the Christmas Cash for Kids Facebook page that we have, down there's a picture of me and Major Kelly English of the Salvation Army. And in that picture, if you ignore the picture of me, look behind, there's a bunch of bags back there. And if we could just show our viewers all those bags that went to the children last year, they'll see how many kids actually get help in Frederick. It's amazing. And it really is it's something to see.
Yeah. So last year, what was the total raised? It was like 116,000, I think.
I don't have exactly with me. I think it was around 120,000, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm shooting for 125 this year for you. 125.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. And again, if you take a look at that picture, you'll see all those bags, and it all went to the kids of Frederick County. So I'm looking forward to it. And then you come down and you hang out with me, Bob, and Danny. You'll have more fun, and we'll be sober. That's the crazy thing. This is
I don't know. I mean,
sober.
I might not be. You might be. I'm buying people beers on the beer wall to come out and hang with us from 5 to 7. And then, of course, if you want to go into the movie, you got to get your tickets now. If you go to WFMD.com, you can find the link there. Or, of course, at Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page, you can find the link to get your tickets to hang out with us Wednesday, May 14th. 5 to 7 is the happy hour, social hour. And then 7 p.m. we go in and watch the movie, The Never Ending Story. And we're going to get Chris's immediate review once that movie is done. It ought to be great.
And you know what, Danny? Not only with, because we got all that alcohol there, not only helping the kids of Frederick County, but you're helping President Trump with the baby boom by having some alcohol. So there you go. You're killing, 2 stones with one bird. Bada bing, bada boom. Good to go. There you go. So
there you go. Right. There you go. All right. Have a great weekend. I'll see you a little bit later.
Take care, Danny.
Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know about how do you feel about the $5,000? I mean, $5,000 won't even pay for the birth. Probably even with insurance. But I get you incentivize people to do certain things, I mean, maybe there ought to be, I don't know if there is a tax, a tax incentive every year that you have kids anymore. I thought that might have been eliminated, but it could be back. But anyway, I don't know. I do know the birth rate in the United States has lagged behind other countries for many years, decades, actually. So where in the past we were having like 2.6 kids per average family, it dropped, I believe, to like 1.5, and that's huge on a worldwide comparison. So anyway, I know he's trying to do what he can, but I'm not sure that is the solution. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with what's happening in Frederick. And we're going to get a chance to chat with 2 flying cows. Denmark Sleigh and Quantel Denson are going to join us later in the program. You don't want to miss that. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
All right, let's find out what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood Floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor, they can handle. Check out their Google reviews. Then give them a call and ask for Jeff. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. They've done some great work, and the Google reviews show it. The before and after photos are pretty incredible as well. Let's see here. Let me get to what we got. All right. We got lots of great events. I mean, it gets busier and busier every time I turn around, and that means you can never be bored here in Frederick unless, well, if you are, it's your choice, to be honest. All right. Tomorrow morning, TJ High School's hosting a yard sale, community yard sale. You can head there at 7:30. They're going to be in the parking lot. At 8:30, you can bring a broom downtown to help clean up. Exactly what we were talking about. You know, when you're proud of the area where you live, you want to keep it nice and clean, and the whole community comes out to clean up. I know Key City Rotary, I believe, is at 7th and Market. If you go to Eventbrite, you can actually search Bring a Broom Frederick, and you can sign up to help a specific organization or clean up a specific block. And I know everybody could use a little bit of help, but if you don't want to sign up, just bring some gloves, maybe a broom, a rake, maybe some other garden tools that you just happen to be carrying around in your car, and stop somewhere along Market Street and ask if you can help. I'm sure they would love that. That finishes up at about 11:30 though, so don't be late. All right, Fiberfest is on tomorrow at the Frederick Fairgrounds. It is a free event. It is on from 9 to 4. 11 to 4, we have our pop-up vendor event at the home of everything Frederick. We've got some really great people. We've got some jewelry, gift ideas, greeting cards, so much more. Please come on out to the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. this Saturday and Sunday. I will be broadcasting live at Chesaco RV. I'll be there from 1 to 3 p.m. tomorrow, doing my first live broadcast for WFRE. And so tomorrow morning, you'll be able to check me out on air, 99.9. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., I'll be on the air, and then I'm scooching over to the live broadcast at Chesaco RV. On Sunday, if you're ready to get out your 5K shoes, if you haven't run many this year yet, we are entering the 5K season for sure here in Frederick. It is the Stomp Out Heroin 5K at Baker Park. 8 a.m. registration. If you don't already if you're not already registered, get down there early. You can register, then run. 9 to 3 on Sunday is the Pulling for Veterans Flea Market at the AmVets Farm. That is right next to Tree Trekkers off 144. You can head up there to shop. You probably can still get a space if you have figured out you've got some stuff you want to sell. Space is just $30. And make sure you email them outreach@pullingforveterans.org, and they will make sure and save a spot for you. We've got bingo to benefit Tuscarora High School's music program at the Fraternal Order of the Eagles in Brunswick. This is all on Sunday. And of course, it is the Lucky E Rodeo at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds on Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. Coming up on May 2nd, which is unreal to believe that is next week. We are in May already. It is the Immersive Art Pop-Up at Give Rise Studios. That's from 4 to 8 p.m. It's a bunch of artists getting together, and the theme is Spring Bloom, of course. Makes perfect sense. On May 4th, from 11:30 to 4, Colonial Jewelers hosts the Wedding Walk. You got to go to colonialjewelers.com for details and to register. The Wedding Walk is an amazing event if you are a prospective bride. You get to see different venues set up as if a wedding were getting ready to happen and you are a guest. There will be vendors at each of those locations showcasing their best work. So you'll be able to see everything ready to go, which is kind of cool. I like it, because I'm a very visual person. So that's happening May 4th, 11:30 to 4 p.m. And at 12:30 p.m. on May 4th, it's the Intra-City Bingo. It benefits Safe and Sane with TJ and Frederick High School. And I have to pat myself on the back a little bit. I did the first one of these when, I think, was it in 2023, I guess? Yeah, it might have been 2 years ago. I can't remember if we did this with Cooper's graduating year in 2021 or we did it first with Brody's graduating class of 2023. But either way, I love that the two high schools are still getting together and hosting this together because we were able to raise quite a bit of money for Safe and Sane. And if you don't have a senior or if you've never had a senior in high school, let me just tell you, it is like a literal, you're an ATM all year long, whether you're talking about senior photos and tickets to things. And I mean, it is constant. And coming up on May, when you're kind of tapped out and now you're thinking about college, the Safe and Sane event is one of those that it's amazing that the kids get to attend it. Typically, if you don't know what Safe and Sane is, it's an overnight event usually held after graduation to keep the kids from partying and getting themselves into trouble. And so I love being a part of that. And I love the fact they're still doing this combined bingo. So that is May 4th. May 7th, mark your calendar to attend the exclusive screening of PTSD 911. For more information, search Common Ground Stables or Farm in Mount Airy. That is a ticketed event, so you're going to want to get that and make sure they know you're coming. An unbelievable May 8th kicks off the Alive at 5 season in Frederick. If you've never attended Alive at 5, you're going to want to mark your calendar for every Thursday starting May 8th through September 25th. And we're going to, starting next week, we're going to start talking about what food trucks are going to be at the event, what bands are playing. But the one thing you can count on is that it is always just $6 to get in, and your beer, wine, or cocktails are just $6 as well. Now you get your tokens from our token queens who are at the event, and I'll probably attend and then show you what Alive at 5 looks like if you've never been. It is a lot of fun. It is the best happy hour in downtown Frederick as soon as that season kicks in, for sure. May 10th is the Maryland Craft Beer Festival in downtown. It's right on Carroll Creek, the linear park, and it extends from McCutcheon's through to the amphitheater. I'm saying this because as far as, you just want to expect it. If you're looking to stroll downtown on the creek on May 10th, you're going to want to stay on the library side because otherwise you are unable to get through. Well, really, the only thing blocked off is the area from East Street to the amphitheater. The rest is open for your strolling. Battle of the Bands is happening on May 10th at the fairgrounds. They are inside so that weather is not an issue for their attendance. I think they're going to have a great turnout this year. All the bands, barring the winners last year, are from the Let There Be Rock School right here in Frederick. So you're going to get to hear a lot of youth and in their bands, which is very, very cool as well. And that is happening from 3 to 8 at the Frederick Fairgrounds. At 6 p.m., it is the Adaptive Prom taking place at the Rock Creek Rec Center in Walkersville. This is for those who are 16 and older who have disabilities and want to say this is going to be an amazing event. Want to say good morning to Pooling for Veterans. And I know that they have some collection events that are happening as well. Want to say to Gary, have a great weekend. Thank you for checking in. And good morning to Christy Wood, who is checking in on this Friday as well. Want to say thank you for commenting and letting me know that you are here. All right, mark your calendar. May 11th is Mother's Day, and Moms Climb Free at Tree Trekkers, which is awesome. If mom wants to get out a little bit this her Mother's Day, you can take her to Tree Trekkers, and her ticket is free. So that's great for you. You just have to buy yours, and then make sure you use the code GMF to save on your tickets there. That's a Good Morning Frederick code we're happy to give you. All right, May 14th is movie night that we talked about with Chris. Grab your tickets now because soon we're going to have to decide which theater we are actually hosting the movie in. I would love for it to be the large theater, which I believe holds 125 people. We should be able to get 125 people to attend the movie night to see The Never Ending Story. And I would love for you to be there. Now, you can either type in manually that givebutter.com link, or if you just go to Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page, you will see it the link right in the featured post, which is at the top of the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page. May 16th is the Relay for Life of Frederick County race at FCC from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's right, 12 hours overnight. People walk for American Cancer Society, and we love that. And you can go to, I think it's acs.org for information and to sign up there. And May 17th, Our Dream Pursuits unveils their concession trailer that is going to be at PNC Bank on Monocacy Boulevard. You want to go ahead and make plans to go out there and support this amazing organization helping people with disabilities get jobs and run real things like a concession trailer. I love it. And Bev is working very hard. This has been a dream for her, and she's very excited to kick that off. All right, and then May 18th is the Kids Expo at Keys Stadium from noon to 4, and from 12:30 to 4:30, it's Bingo for Pitties at the Elks Lodge. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be right back with Denmark Slay and Quantel Denson from the Frederick Flying Cows. They're going to join us, and we're going to talk about the season so far, the All-Star Weekend, which was last weekend, and their journey to the TBL, because I always love finding out about that as well. That all comes up just after this. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by The Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain. Massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program. Check out thehealingstorm.com for all the details and to schedule an appointment today. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also take care of windows and gutters for your home and even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. You just got to let Sandra know that you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right. I think we've got our flying cows with us this morning. Let's check in. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Did you just wake up?
I got my coffee right here.
I love it. I love it. You got to get yourself rolling this morning for sure. Now, I want to find out a little bit about your journey to the TBL. How did you get started in the TBL, and how did you get here?
It's been a long time for me. I'm a vet within the league. I'm going on like year 10 now, year 9. So I've been with this organization since it started, through the name changes, through the new teams, the old teams, and stuff like that, management, stuff like that. I got into it right out of college. A couple D1s, a couple JUCOs, ran into an opportunity to try out for this league, made it, been in it ever since.
Yeah, excellent. What do you think about Frederick?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm just now starting to get some of this good weather. I've been here in November, so I had to fight against some snow, some wind, stuff like that. So I'm starting to get some of this good spring in right now. I'm liking it.
I love it. Now, are you guys, your next game, I know you're on the road are you on the road this weekend, or are you guys off?
We're on the road this weekend.
Okay. Where do you guys play this weekend?
Where we headed, Kyle?
Jersey and Virginia.
Jersey, then Virginia Valley.
Gotcha. God, I like how you have to check in and see what's happening.
I'm the oldest one on the team. I got to check in for everything nowadays.
Well, I was gonna say, it's funny. We have a team made up of a lot of guys in different, I guess, phases of their careers and their sports. What is it like being the oldest player on the team?
It's like being a big brother. It's,
Oh,
like being a big brother. A lot of leadership. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's cool. I like it. I like the role.
yeah. So it's like a mother hen, I guess, with some of the younger guys, because I know we got some younger
It's more like
guys too.
the mother hen went out. The mother hen went to the grocery store, and I'm just running the barn while she's away.
I love it. I love it so much. So, have you ever played for Coach Ed before?
Yeah. I got a championship with Coach Ed. Out of my 9 years in the TBL, I say 6 of them, maybe 7, were under Coach Ed.
Okay, so what was it like not under Coach Ed when you had your couple years there?
Vacation. It was like, oh, those are my vacation years.
Yeah, because I know he's very driven and he wants his players to be the same. But I guess it really pays off. I believe you guys are now 14-0, and are you 14?
I'm gonna correct you. Hey, look.
You haven't lost an official game yet. Now I know the All-Stars came in and there was that whatever the rule is they use in the NBA where there was a targeted cuz targeted score you had to get to, so
Yeah.
you guys ended up losing there. I didn't like that.
They don't do it in the NBA. It's called the E-line. It's called the E-line rule. They usually do it for tournaments. They do it for the
Oh,
tournament and stuff like that.
yeah. I don't like that.
You gotta have a short memory. You gotta have a short memory with those type of situations. And just
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that for sure. I do. Was that a bubble that just popped?
yeah, when you oh Siri, like the phones do stuff now that we cannot control.
Oh, Siri. That
Yeah.
was Siri just chiming in. Chiming in to
They do thumbs too. I don't know what.
she was probably just correcting my not knowing what that daggone rule is that you play that way. That's awesome. That's awesome. What's been the most fun so far this year with being here in Frederick and playing for the Cows?
Some of the events we do are really fun. Some of the events we get out there and we go to middle schools, we go to YMCA's, we do festivals, and we did some Halloween stuff. We do youth clinics, youth camps. Those are really fun. Those are really fun to participate in.
Yeah. Well, what I do love about I know Siri's like, yes, you are amazing. You know what? I think I need that on my phone where it's just like positivity all the
I
time.
don't know what it is, but I'll take it.
It's great. It's great. I love it. Well, I think one of the greatest things about having the Cows here in Frederick is the interaction with the fans, especially our young fans. You guys have been so amazing since the start at just really making these kids' days. I watch them and their eyes light up and you guys high five them. You spend time with them after the game. And I just think that access to people who are kind of living their dream, doing what they want to do and enjoying basketball's amazing.
Yeah, it's a different league, and it starts off with it's bigger than basketball, and to not just me, to half of our guys, more than some than others. Giving back is something we all can dribble a ball, we all can make shots, we all can do that stuff. We've been doing that type of stuff. Giving back is truly the win for us.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, just and nothing against our younger players, but you can very much tell in you and some of our older players the confidence and just the understanding of what you guys have and the ability you guys have to still play basketball. I think it's amazing. We welcome you to Frederick, Quantel, and you're originally from Missouri, right?
Yeah, Kansas City, not Kansas.
Okay. All right. And has your family come out to visit Frederick at all as well?
Oh no, they make me do all the traveling. They tired of it.
They stay home and say you come back when you're done.
They tired of flying out for me. I got to go back to
right. That might be one of the things about being an older player. They're just like, you know what? You come back when you're ready.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Hey, have you had barbecue here in Frederick, or are you
Why
like
would,
the
why would I?
Kansas? What?
Why would I? Why would
I was just gonna say, are you that Kansas City barbecue is the barbecue?
the barbecue?
I love it. I love it. Well, I might have some friends that might have to try to step up their game to get you to be a fan here of barbecue in Frederick, but I get it. I get it. I hear Kansas City's amazing, so I got you. No shade on it. It's all good. All right.
No,
No, look, Siri's thumbs it up. She's like, yep, you're
like,
good.
go.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time with us today. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, you guys come out with another win. I feel confident you will. And we'll see you guys next time you're here in Frederick.
Thanks for having me. Go Cows.
Go Cows. Oh, look, we have. Hey, how are you? I didn't know
Hi,
you were.
Danny. How you doing?
Oh, look at Slade.
What's up? What's up, Q?
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. You know, it's funny earlier I said, and Quantel, we can let you go so you can finish your coffee or you can hang here. We'll let you go. Have a good one.
See you, Q.
All right. So I was saying, I like how you put Denny on there because I thought Denmark Slay, is that your birth name?
Yes, ma'am. That's my birth name, Denmark Slay II.
I love it. Boy, if that's not like a Hollywood name or a really great athlete's name, I don't know what is. I love it so much. Now, you're originally from Alexandria, Virginia.
Yes, ma'am. About 15 minutes south of there from Woodbridge, Virginia.
Oh, Woodbridge. Okay. So you're really kind of localish from the DMV. So Frederick's not a big stretch for you.
No.
How do you feel about being where did you play previous to coming to the Cows?
I played for the Virginia Valley Vipers.
Okay. And that's your first TBL team and now this is your second?
Yes, ma'am. That was my first, and this is my second.
Awesome. I like how you're wearing the gear this morning though.
Oh, yeah, always got to represent. They take care of us. We got to promote them.
Absolutely. You know, I was talking with Quantel about, the playing for Coach Ed. How long were you with the Vipers?
Just 1 year.
Okay. So you played, where were you before the TBL?
I just recently got out of college. I spent 4 years at High Point University playing, and then 1 year at Academy of Art University playing. And then after that, I didn't play my first year out, but then the second year, I ended up getting picked up by the Virginia Valley Vipers. I played my first professional year
Nice.
with them.
That's excellent. What do you love about basketball?
I feel like you can really express yourself. Whatever day you're having, you can be quiet off the court, be loud on the court, or some people might talk a lot off the court and they're quiet on the court. I think basketball really, really gives you that outlet to express yourself, really show how you feel more so than say it.
Yeah, and that's really, really is a fantastic way to continue your athletic career. How do you feel about like Frederick and Coach Ed and this Flying Cows team?
Frederick first. Frederick, the city of Frederick is great. I'd only been out here once before in high school. So coming out here, I really didn't know what to expect, but no, it's been great. The community has been so engaging and welcomed me with open arms. Coach Ed is great as well, even though we work really hard. He's a good guy, he's pushing us to be the best that we can be. So Coach Ed is great. And then the Flying Cows team, I have no complaints. Like I said, just like Frederick, they've welcomed me in with open arms. We work together well. All the guys get along well. And I think we're going to continue to have a special season.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know, it's funny. I was saying to Quantel, like he played for only a couple years, not under Coach Ed. And he said that was like a vacation. So I know he does drive you hard, but he gets results. And I think that it speaks for itself, being undefeated in the regular season so far. And we're looking forward to continuing that streak. I know you guys play away this weekend. Do you feel like right now there are any teams in the TBL that can even come close to what you guys have accomplished here?
I think that as long as we continue to do what we need to do and prepare the way that we have been, that we'll be successful. We know that we can't take any team too lightly or look past any team because everybody in this league is professional. And even though we're 13-0, we could get beat any day if we don't show up.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. And I love that idea and the fact that you're not looking too far ahead and you don't take it for granted, because I think, that's when people move in on you. So appreciate that. Look, we really are so happy that you're part of Frederick. We look forward to seeing you guys the rest of this season. We're coming up kind of we got one more solid month and then the playoffs, and there's some really fun stuff happening with the Cows. How do you like having all of the barn and milkshake and all of these kind of farm type themes throughout with the team?
I love it. I think it sticks. I think it's different too. And then like combining that difference with how good the team is, I think it's like we're doing really well making a name for ourselves. I love that it's different.
I agree. You make being a Cows fan very cool, and we're so glad that you're here and look forward to seeing you again, Denny. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Let's go Cows.
Let's go, Cows. All right, we'll see you later.
See you.
Oh my goodness. I love them both. That was Denny, and Quantel joining us from the Flying Cows. You can totally tell that Quantel is got a little bit more world experience, but they're so polite and wonderful. And they're not just like that with me. I can tell you with Mama Cone as well, all the fans, they are some of the sweetest players I've ever met. And I love Coach Ed has a magic touch because this is literally a brand new team minus 2 players. And I'm thinking Charlie Marcourt will be back very soon because he was in the Canadian League and that finished up. But really just taking a whole brand new team and pushing it as much as he has. He's got to be commended for sure. All right. I did forget to thank the Maryland Lottery. Go to mdlottery.com for details on all their games. We want you to please play responsibly. And of course, you must be 18 or older. Very excited to announce our next promotion, I guess, is coming up in June. And it is going to be another treasure hunt for cash and prizes. And I think you guys are going to love it. But we are finishing up our countywide egg hunt. Eggs have to be turned in by Sunday. So if you have one, you need to come and bring it to the home of everything, Frederick, 401 North Market Street, by Sunday at 4 o'clock. All right, 11 to 4 all this week and into the weekend. And then that is it. And we're moving on to our next one. All right, join us each weekday morning right here at 9 a.m. and watch any missed episodes on YouTube anytime. So if you didn't get to see the show all week, which I totally understand, we're all working, we're all busy, please head to YouTube and search Good Morning Frederick. If you love Frederick, you just have to watch this show. All right, tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing weekend and get out there and be great.